my loves. How you guys doing? It's been a minute. Don't mind me while I'm folding some laundry. It's been a minute. Welcome back to the channel. I am sorry for being so MIA, but at the same time, I'm not sorry because this is just life. This is what happens when you're a single mom and you're trying to live the same life you had before. It's just not gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to be as consistent as I was before I had two kids and before, when I was not a single mom, you know. So I'm gonna accept that. I'm gonna thank you guys for being there for me and for your support, for your likes on my videos, for your comments. If you feel like subscribing because you want to know more, please subscribe. If you have any questions that you want me to answer or subjects you want me to talk about, please put it down in the comment section. The problem with being MIA on YouTube is that they end up not pushing the videos as much, so I'm losing a lot of momentum, and so my videos end up having a few hundred views instead of a few thousand, which is demotivating. But what it really helps me out as far as the motivation is to see you guys interact, so, and to have your comments and all that. So feel free to go crazy. So I wanted to do a little vlog where I talk about my summer with you. I catch you up on what happened, a few key things that happened. So I want to say the first thing that I want to talk about, because it's been like the dominant thing in the summer, is that I got officially diagnosed with perimenopause. I know. I am part of the club and I am honored and excited and scared and all that. I'll show you a clip of my reaction when I first found out, when I first got out of the doctor's office, and you'll see. But I'm going to start with the month of June. So the month of June, I was in pain. The summer was not starting very well. I was tired, I was stressed, I was in pain. I have a tendonitis on my elbow, on my right elbow, and June was like the peak of the pain. It was the time where I felt I was waking up at night because I was in pain. So I had to take it easy. On top of that, the quality of my sleep sucked. And my period started to be very weird, where I was like a week late. I'm going to share a couple clips with you of a few different days where you're going to see me go through a few different moods. And that sums up the month of June. It's nap time. My neck is killing me. My arm is killing me. I'm gonna put this little guy in his bed because now he's sleeping. I'm gonna take a little nap because the pain that I have right now, oh God, it's right here. Pinch a freaking nerve. There's an imbalance in my body on my right side. I don't know what's going on, but my right side is always in pain, right? It's my hip, my elbow, my neck. It's always on the right side. He was stuck at birth. My right side was not dilating. What's with my right side? What's going on? Anybody knows? Tell me in the comment if you know what it means to be in balance on the right side of your body. And don't tell me stroke, huh? I don't have time for this crap. just needed a moment. I'm good now. Let's go. It's a Friday morning and I am going out for a little walk, a power walk. I have my weighted vest on. I have not worked out all week this week. Why? Because of my elbow. My tendonitis is killing me. And it went all the way up to my neck. If I recall properly, last weekend I managed to film for 5 seconds to let you guys know that I was not doing well. I mean, I was okay. It's just I was in pain. My neck was stuck and I had the kids and my period was coming and it was just a lot. So this week I decided to do nothing, to allow my body to recover, repair. And I was just, because I was in physical pain and I had to take the kids and my hormones were all over the place, I decided to give myself some grace and just handle what I could. It's very important for us women to recognize when we are overwhelmed or giving too much, having too much to deal with, so that we can just take a step back and relax. Bon, my elbow still hurts, but I am not going to do push-ups. I'm not going to do pull-ups. I'm not going to strengthen my upper body. I'm just going to go for a power walk. If I found stairs, I'm going to go up and down the stairs so I can work my glutes and all that. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I have my Lara Croft outfit on. I feel like a badass girl. I'm ready to conquer the world. And that's the other thing, when you give yourself a little bit of time to recover, you have the energy to do things. So yeah, I tried to keep it as positive as possible, but it was challenging. But the thing is, it was the beginning of the summer. I'm a Leo. Summer is my time, okay? I don't care what happens. If it's summertime, everything's gonna be okay. So I refused to go into this summer being as stressed as I was last year. Last year was extremely stressful. So by the end of June, I kind of like had I don't know, an epiphany or something. I was like, I'm not entering summer being tired, annoyed, I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to have fun, and it's going to be the best summer. And guess what, you guys? I had the best summer. Also, by the end of June, my period was 1 week late. And I'm like clockwork, so I usually have my period on time. So I decided to take an appointment with my OBG, and my period finally came end of June, and then it came again 2 weeks later when I was supposed to be ovulating and when I had my OBG appointment. So by the time I got to the OBG appointment, I was bleeding again, and that's when I was like, okay, something's not right. So when I went to my OBG, I explained to her my symptoms. The sleep one being the most bothersome, because I have a hard time falling asleep, although I'm exhausted physically and mentally, but I don't fall asleep. I don't get to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to go to sleep now. And my sleep is very light, and I wake up in the middle of the night. It takes me an hour and a half to go back to sleep, which screws me for the rest of the day, which impacts my emotional, my mood, my mental. And I spend my life being tired, a foggy brain, a forgetful. My period is coming late and then every 2 weeks. And FYI, my period came every 2 weeks through the whole summer until mid-August, and then nothing for 2 months. And I finally had something last weekend. So, and we're in October. So, you know, it's all over the place. But back then, now we're in the beginning of July, and I'm seeing my OBG and I'm bleeding again after 2 weeks. She's like, these are the very early symptoms of perimenopause. And I was like, whoosh. I knew it but I wasn't sure. I thought in my infinite wisdom that I was syncing with my daughter who just started menstruating this year. And I was like, oh, we're syncing. That's why I'm 1 week late. We're gonna have our period at the same time. That's how it works. That's how it happened. But then when I got my period 2 weeks later, I was like, ugh, that's not syncing. That's me entering perimenopause. So she decided to put me on birth control, which she explained to me is a very light hormone replacement therapy option. And it will help me regulate my cycle. And I did it for 3 months and it didn't regulate anything. Anyway, so I start to get on the pill in July. I see my mood improve a little bit. I also have this, not revelation, but like more like, okay, we're not spending the summer like this. We're having fun this summer, right? And so I decided to switch my mood. And when you decide to switch the way you see life, life changes. This whole manifestation thing works very well when you're very intentional about it. It's not like wishing that things happen. It's more like making sure that things are going the way you want them to go, type of thing. Guys, when I tell you I had the best summer, I'm not lying. And maybe it's because I'm comparing to last summer and the summer before that. I had a really good summer and I didn't do anything extraordinary, right? July, I had the kids the majority of the time. I have to say the father take them a little bit more often, but overall I was on mommy duty. But then when I had my time to myself, I had fun. Also, I'm blessed to live in Rockaway Beach, New York. In the summertime, it's a beach town. So there's always an event, always something happening. You're going out to the beach and suddenly a group of people start dancing and then people start playing music, and before you know it, you have a beach party that nobody planned, that's just happening. That's been the theme of my summer. It's like impromptu, fun little events happening here and there. And sometimes I would go out with nothing planned and end up having a whole full day of events. Voila, that was just, it was amazing. Oh, look at the birdie. You're so cute, little birdie. Oh, anyways, back at you. As far as my workouts, I did a lot more beach workouts, which I enjoy so much. This is my go-to in the summertime, beach workouts rather than the gym. So yeah, beach workouts were my go-to. I get to the gym all summer, all year round. When I get to do a beach workout, I love it so much. Long walks on the boardwalk. I really enjoy using my weighted vest. I actually did use it all summer long. I did a lot of walks on the beach, lots of walk on the boardwalk under the sun. I would start on the boardwalk and then come back on the sand, which is a workout on its own. Like, have you ever walked on the sand with a weighted vest, you guys? It's not so hard, but it's harder. And then I would take out my weighted vest, take out my shorts, and then jump in the water. And I would even do a workout using water as resistance on my legs. I would do my abs on the beach. Like, seriously, best workout ever. Lots of beach time. I have to say, usually in Rockaway, in the northeast coast of New York, of America, I don't get in the water until, I want to say, mid to end of July. And that's because I'm half Caribbean and half Spanish from the south of Spain, Andalusia. If the water's not hot, I'm not getting in the water, right? That's just not gonna happen. This year, you guys, I got in the water since mid-June or end of June, because the weather was just so freaking good. So it was great to enjoy such a long summer of going in the beach and having nice warm water and doing workouts and just, it was so good. Then came August. Okay, so now the month of August was different. Why? Because Ella left for the whole month. She went to the Philippines. She went to my first cousin's house. My first cousin has 3 or 4 kids. 4 kids, I think. So they're second cousins to Ella. And me and my brother used to spend summers with our first cousins a lot. We would travel from France to Canada, London, New York, the Caribbean to spend the summer together. And our kids don't really get to do that. So our first cousin was kind enough to invite our daughters, my brother's daughter and my daughter, to the Philippines so that the kids can get to know each other, and it's a great experience for Ella and my niece. Now, Ella and my niece know each other because they spend summers together. France, New York, it's a little bit easier than the Philippines, as you can imagine. Anyways, long story short, my daughter spent the whole month of August in the Philippines, which meant 1 kid for mommy instead of 2. That being said, we're dealing with a toddler who is, a handful, 2 handfuls, even, I would say. To give you an idea, remember the Looney Tunes, the cartoon we used to watch when we were kids? Remember Tasmania? He was a little, not a hurricane, but a tornado. You guys know Tasmania. I'm not going to explain to you Tasmania. That's pretty much my son. I will clean the bedroom or the living room or whatever room he has his toys in, turn my back for 30 seconds, come back, and the room is worse or just as bad as it was before I cleaned it. Actually, I have a cute little clip to share with you that gives you a little idea, and that's not the worst. Like, that's a mellow version of what usually happens, but there you go. Il est où le papier, bébé? Il est où le papier? Oh, t'as écrit sur la table? Oh non, bébé! Non, Nolan, ça c'est non, non, non. Ça c'est non, 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 bébé. On nettoie? Tu nettoies, maman? Allez, tu nettoies. Allez, on nettoie la table. On nettoie la table. Allez. Ah, bah, bon courage, hein, parce que là c'est... Oh God, I have to take that out. Bon, on va ranger les crayons parce que maman là elle en a marre. We're gonna put away the colors. Parce que là c'est too much for mommy, okay? Aïe 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 aïe. Good job, bébé. Good job. Good job, Namo. So yeah, this is pretty much what I was dealing with. I love my baby to death. I can't be mad at him, and I love that he's cleaning up after himself. But you can imagine, like, it's like you are never done cleaning. It's always, it's the story of our lives, us moms. But yeah, that was that. Also, August is my month. I am a Leo. I was born mid-August. And this year for my birthday, I was blessed to be able to spend a whole week in Paris with my friends. My girlfriend Stella organized an amazing birthday weekend with 2 rooftop parties, and it was just amazing. I had a Sex and the City moment that my girl caught on camera. So what we're supposed to do is have a lunch my birthday was on a Saturday this year, Saturday, August 16th. We met for lunch. I had an amazing meal together. Then we were supposed to go shopping for an outfit because I left New York with just a carry-on. I didn't want to, go with a big suitcase for 1 week. Didn't make sense. So I was very limited as far as what to wear. So we went and shopped for a cute little outfit. Then we were supposed to go back to my brother's place, get ready, and then go out. The thing is, it took us longer than expected to find that outfit. So I ended up getting dressed at the store. And then I still had to do my hair and my makeup. Thank God I don't wear heavy makeup, especially in the summertime. I barely put any makeup on. But I ended up having to do my hair. I would spend way more time on my hair than I would on my makeup. I ended up doing my hair with my full birthday outfit in front of a huge mirror, H&M mirror. I had a Carrie Bradshaw moment, and yeah, I loved it. It was nice. I'm gonna put a little, like the reel that I posted on my Instagram. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, please do. I am a lot more active there. But here's the reel that sums up my week, my birthday week in Paris. So that was it for August. The month of September was pretty boring. No, it was not boring. It was stressful. Why? Because we had to go back to school. We had to get back to the rhythm of getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. They changed the whole bus system in Queens, so now the buses are jacked up, and Ella cannot take the bus in the morning to go to school anymore. I mean, she could, but she would have to go at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's just so freaking stupid. So now I have to drop her off to school, then drop Nolan to daycare, which means I have to wake up even earlier, which has been really hard. And as far as how I feel with the hormones and everything, my sleep was shit. Like, the quality of my sleep was not good. I did not feel rejuvenated when I woke up in the morning, although I had 8 hours of sleep. It took me forever to fall asleep, so I would have more like 6 hours, and those 6 hours were shit. Which affected my mood, which affected everything in my body. So yeah, it wasn't good. I got another OBG appointment at the end of September, and we decided to put me on hormone R stands for therapy, HRT, hormone replacement therapy. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? So hormone replacement therapy is what I'm on since October 1st. It is currently October 15th, and I'm sleeping a lot better. A lot better. I still have other symptoms, but the quality of my sleep is better, which means that I'm stronger emotionally, mentally. Yeah, and we finally got into a nice little rhythm. So voila. That's been me for the past juin, juillet, août, septembre, 4.5 months. My plan for the future, I want to post that meal prep video I made and I never posted. I want to do a video on perimenopause and how it affected me, how I came about knowing that I'm perimenopausal. And I want to do a video about what they don't tell you about having a kid at 40. You know? Because when you're perimenopausal, a lot of shit is happening in your brain. It's like the same as teenagehood, adolescence, but in reverse. And it's funny because my daughter is entering teenagehood. She's gonna be 13 in a couple months. She's entering this reproductive era of hers, and I'm leaving mine, right? It's so crazy how the cycle of life is happening. Anyways, I'll do a video about that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys, if you guys have any question about it that you would like for me to answer, please put it in the comment section now so that I can use them as material for my next video. But yeah, that's that. I pretty much caught you up on everything except one thing. I married myself this summer. That's another story that I'm keeping for another video. I got engaged to myself right here. And yeah, I think it's the best decision I made. I'm not saying I'm going to stay single my whole life. I'm just saying that I come first. Me, Luisa, is coming first. From now on, I'm entering a new era where I come first. Of course, my children will always be my priority as long as they need me. But once they're out, I'm still going to be there for them, but I come first. From now on, mommy comes first, Luisa comes first. The whatever I represent for whomever, whether I'm the mother, the sister, the ex-wife, the goddess, whatever, she, me, I, all of them, all of us, I come first. That's it. I will go now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys very soon with a new video, probably about how to eat healthy, how to eat whole food on a budget by meal prepping. I really recommend you guys watch this video. It could make a big difference in how you feel in your body by changing the way you nourish your body. In that video, I show you technically how do I make that happen, right? Not the benefits of it. It's how you actually make a change, a shift into eating whole food. Bon, j'y vais. I'm going. I'm leaving. I love you guys. I have to go pick up the kids from school. It is time. I will see you very soon with a new video. Until then, my love, stay happy, stay healthy. Have a beautiful life. Au revoir et à bientôt. Hey, c'est la vie.